Hey! Finally! Sorry, guys. I don't know what was happening. It was buffering and buffering and buffering and buffering, and it wouldn't go live. So we are finally live.
Now, the problem is I knew that was going to happen.
What's happened?
So, this is going to...
So, Jensen, can you hear us? Are you there? Has it worked? Are we there?
Yeah, we should be there.
We're good. We're good. Right. Sorry, guys. Right. Let me move some of these bits so I can actually see the screen. So, yeah, Jensen, how was it? Did you have a good holiday? Hello. He said, hello, good evening, all. My holiday was very lovely indeed.
Oh, nice.
Right. So, this is about the flight. The takeoff was good. Both of them. The first landing was a bit rough, but the landing at Gatwick was great. Very smooth, and both flights were 40 minutes late. Where are we? Hey, Freon, how you doing?
Hey, Freon, hope you're well.
Hello, I'm here. My family, aka my oh, Hannah. I'm not busy today. Good to see you. How have you been?
Good to see you.
Hey, look who it is. It's Tommy.
Hi, Tommy. How are you?
How are you doing? Good to see you. Where are you now, Tommy?
I hope you're well.
How have you been? Really good to see you. Yeah, long time no see. I know, don't worry, I know we kind of gathered you would be busy because I know you're in between and you're probably back on the yachts now as well because it is obviously that time of year. So we thought you might be busy doing these. But where are you at? How have you been? I'm guessing you're in the Med somewhere, but I might not be, may not be right. I don't know. Freon, tell us, how have you been? How are things going now? Are you all, you're off now, aren't you, for school bits? Mark and Kelly, see how I told you the video I was busy? I'm busy Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, but I'm here today. We notice you are here today. So it's good to see, because I know you're busy for the other days. Jensen said, we have got a new dog. It's a white Labrador. His name is Hendrix.
Oh, nice.
How is Hendrix a puppy? How old is Hendrix, Jensen? And when did you get Hendrix? And did you get Hendrix after you went to Lanzarote or before you went to Lanzarote? If it was before, did someone have to look after him?
And was it a surprise? Did you know you were getting a dog?
Tommy said, I'm good. It's been a very busy 2 weeks. Currently in Monaco at a hotel with an injured wrist and arm.
Oh, no.
Tom, what happened?
How did you do that?
Oh, God. Don't tell me you fell over or something. I hope you're all right. Again, all these strings. So are you convalescing in the hotel or you just happen to be in a hotel with an injured wrist and arm? And I hope it's not too painful for you. But it's good to see you. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Kath, how are you?
Hi, Kath. Hope you're well.
How you doing? Good to see you. How have you been? Everything good? Freon said, also, I've been listening to the new Lilo and Stitch movie soundtrack.
Oh.
And I have to say this. Everybody, please go and see it. It's amazing.
Wow.
Now, Kelly and I have not gone to see it yet. We've seen the original Disney cartoon, but we haven't seen the new Lilo and Stitch. So anybody that's seen it, it's actually a live...
It's a live animation. Live animation.
It's an action thing, yeah.
Yeah. Like the mermaid. Like the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, so it's just like that. So have you seen it, Freon, and would you rate it? Where are we? Jensen said after school on Monday. So you've only had it since yesterday.
Wow.
Hendrix, you've only had Hendrix since yesterday. That's amazing. So tell me more. Jensen, tell me about your holiday. How was Lanzarote? Did you have a good time? What did you get up to? Kat said, I'm good, enjoying the lovely weather past few weeks. It's been absolutely bucketing here in London today, but you are right. It has been, apart from that, it has been really, really nice.
Yeah.
Have you been out anywhere? What have you been doing?
It's meant to rain all week, though, this week.
No, I know. It's a bit of a downer. Peppa Pig!
Hi,
good
Peppa
to
Pig.
see you.
Hope you're well.
It's been a minute. How have you been?
Yeah, it has been a minute.
Hello to you both, my lovelies. How have we been? What have you been up to? Lovely to see you. How have you been? Jensen said, hello, Peppa Pig. Yeah, we're good to see you. I haven't spoken to you in ages. I think the last time we were chatting, I forget which video. I think it might have been the roast one. I was chatting to you on the roast thing. I think I'm right in saying that. But I know you've been on the live since, but it's been really good to see you. Tom said the family I work for has put me up here whilst I recover.
Oh, that's so nice.
Basically a rope line got wrapped around it, but I'm all good. Oh, that could be painful. When you say wrapped around it, was it like a rope burn? Or did it
pull?
I'll pull you as well.
I'm assuming pull because his arm is injured. right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I was just about. Sorry, I've just got it pulled right. He said, yeah. I've got to say, actually, the families you work for they sound really, really nice. They really, really do. The fact that they obviously put you up in the hotel and look after you. So I'm so glad they've done that, actually, because I think it really helped you convalesce while you get better. And that can be awful as well, like a rope pull arm. So if you managed to get out a little bit, Tommy, and at least get around Monaco for a little bit, or if you had to sort of really just rest it up in the hotel, I suppose I say there's no good injury, but at least it obviously doesn't affect your walking, so at least you could probably get out. Karina, hello.
Hey, Karina, hope you're well.
How are you? Good to see you. How are things in the US? Things are good. Have you taken the little dog out for a little walk? Nice to see you. Freon said, yes, I've seen the new movie and I rate it 10 out of 10.
Wow.
Really? You rated it that good? What was so good about it, Freon? Was it actually the whole movie or was it the soundtrack you liked? You need to go and see it. My Anahama. And Kelly, you're my, sorry, not Anaha, Ohana. With everyone else. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I'm so glad. See, I told you, you're having good fun in the holiday, which is really, really good. Jensen said, did you see the update about Peppa Pig? No, what Peppa Pig? Tell us what the update.
Oh, what, the baby?
Oh, the update. Well, you mean Peppa Pig? Sorry, I thought you meant Peppa Pig on the chat. No. You mean Peppa Pig, the actual cartoon? Yeah. Yeah, isn't she? And she had a baby. Is that right? I think Kelly's right. They had a baby. Tommy obviously said he pulled his arm. Peppa Pig, it's been a long time, but I'm good. Yes, I've been to Blacklock and got a free meal.
Oh, Blacklock, you got a free meal. What, did you get a free meal as in at the time you went to Blacklock, or have you won a free meal for the next time?
Oh, well done. Do you know what? Actually, funny you should say that. Kelly and I were talking about going back to Blacklock. We haven't been for
a minute. So I'm thinking, yeah.
You might have inspired us to go back, actually. Yeah. Now, I do prefer, always in the past, we would try and do the Sunday one. I did go Saturday. It was okay. But I would like to go back. We went back again last year, and actually the Saturday was quite good. But we haven't done the Sunday for a while.
We haven't done the Sunday for a while. I think the last time we did the Sunday might have been with your brother and Siobhan.
Yeah, we probably do, because I don't eat the meat. You do need a psychic to go with. Just so you could someone else to help you with that meat.
Maybe the bestie might come.
True.
Or leash, possibly.
There we go. Oh, here we go. So Jensen said. So Karina said hello to Freon. Freon said hello to Karina. Now, Jensen said we had lots of food, drink, and ice cream. Wonderful. What was can you remember your favourite place to eat in Lanzarote? I see if I remember. Peppa Pig said, you guys are such a cool couple. 2 peas in a pod.
Oh, thank you.
You wouldn't say that if you live with us, but yeah.
We argue all the time.
Karina said, yes, Jackson and I went for a quick run this morning. Oh, bless.
Nice.
Tommy said, but before that, I was having a great time. From Saudi Arabia, we sailed to Corfu, where I was for a few days. Then they flew me. Wow. Sorry, they then flew me on a thief jet to Monaco, where I was to work for another one of their boats. Wow. Incredible. Do you know what, actually?
There's people with amazing amounts of money.
I was going to say, actually, I did want to pick your brains, Tommy, on Saudi Arabia. Now, a few of my friends have now gone to Saudi and said how amazing it is. Would you concur? They're saying, actual fact, it's one of those places that they've gone to, and they had a certain perception of it, but they've actually said how much they enjoyed going there. Not saying they had a negative perception of it, but how much they did enjoy it. Would you say the same? Karina, how are you, Karina, my dear friend? Lovely to see you. As always, how's life? So, Dwayne, how you doing?
Hi, Dwayne. Hope you're well.
Oh, Dwayne, he said, I'm back at school today. Boring. Well,
you know what? You won't be saying that when you're leaving, and you realise that actually school was probably one of the best days, one of the best times in your life.
But Dwayne, what have you been up to? Oh, and also, hello, Dwayne. You've got your concert to look forward to. I know it's been boring today, but you do have your concert to look forward to. Have you got anything else to look forward to? And it won't be long before the summer holidays. We're now June. You've got all of June to go, and then 2 weeks in July, and then you are there. And you've got 6 whole weeks off. So just think about that. That will go really, really quickly. Right. Jensen says, joke time. What is black and white and red all over? I think I know the answer to this.
Sunburnt penguin?
No, I think it's a newspaper. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Freon said, hey, Dwayne, my aviation buddy. How are you, mate? I was watching a few streams from Manchester. Peppa Pig said, with love, I got a free meal for 4 hungry adults. Oh, well done.
Nice.
Is with love the place that Gail it to you? Or you don't have to say. You don't have to say. We just want to, but no. It's a sunburn penguin. You're right. There you go.
With love. No, because it might. So she went to Blacklock.
No, I know. No. It just said when she said with love, because I thought you said you got. I thought I read it as with love. You got a free meal, but it's all right. Don't. Right. Tommy said, and for the inconvenience, they paid for a few of us to go to the Grand Prix.
Oh, nice!
My God.
I know how you love the Grand Prix.
I'm gonna say actually, these sound wonderful employers with the padlock passes and some of the best
Are they looking
tickets
for an elderly daughter to adopt?
These are amazing, Tommy. I am so glad you are living life. I am so glad that you're living life.
Yeah.
Peppa Pig said,
living it, enjoying it.
Peppa Pig said, "I'll come."
Oh, I'll just let you talk the whole night.
No. I was halfway through talking. Saying the God. Peppa said, "I'll come to Blacklock. I'll come." Karina said, "Freon, doing well, thank you. Are you back home from Ireland? Are you enjoying the summer?" Hello, Charlie. How you doing? Good to see you. Dwayne said, "Freon, I'm watching the stream from Manchester, buddy." So you're both doing your holiday stream.
Nice.
Freon said, yes, Karina, I've missed you giving virtual cuddles. I hope you miss me.
No.
Karina, you and I have always been, Karina, you have always been missing your jokes. Yes, well, I know you guys have been bantering on here as well, but you were bantering a lot about the hurling with Aoife, but Aoife hasn't been on since, so I hope that's not a big battle. Tommy said, I've been lucky to go there a few times, but I quite like it there. I felt very safe there, safe in a lot of places I've been to. So that's talking about Saudi Arabia. Would you go to Saudi Arabia?
It's not a place that is on my list.
Would you not? But, and it's true, actually. I've seen a few YouTubers say this, how safe they felt in Saudi.
Yeah, but if it's not on my list, it's not a place I would go to.
No, true. That is true. Where are we? Jensen said, I've got some new flip-flops. They are white, red, and blue. Did you wear them on holiday?
Nice.
Karina said, thank you so much, Jackson is giving everybody kisses at the moment. So Jackson, is he kissing the screen? Hello, Jackson. I always try and get a thing out, Jackson. Hey, Tommy says, Freon. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. You've done the punchline. I've got to see the joke. Where is the joke? Sorry, I've got to see the joke. Where was? Hang on, you've got the punchline there, but no. Sorry, sorry. That was you thought it was the punchline to what's black and red and white and black and red all over. Karina thought it was a nun rolling down a hill. That was quite good. Yeah, I thought you had told a joke, and I was looking for the punch. That was the punchline bit. I misread it then. Sorry, I ruined that. And sorry, Karina. Where are we? Jensen said the hotel food, drinks, and ice cream. All right, so that's where. So did you do all at the hotel? Did you eat mainly at the hotel? Dwayne said 2 weeks left for school. I finish on the 20th. With 2 weeks to go. You haven't got. That's brilliant. I like your shirt, Mark. Thank you, Jensen. Where's it from?
Oh, Squid Games. I thought you were talking to
Jensen. No, Jim. Where are we? Dwayne said, Freon, close up at Manchester are phenomenal. I'm the aviation buddy. Now, the two of those two, if you're wondering, they do watch a lot of aviation ones. So obviously, planes taking off and planes landing. Peppa Pig said, it's because they love me. Truth is, the service was bad, and I pointed it out to the manager. Hence the free meal and booze.
Yeah.
Wow.
You did right to complain.
You actually got free meal and booze for a couple. Wow. So here we go. Listen to this. So Tommy said, and yet again, I met my favourite driver in one of the nightclubs after the race and somehow ended up in his private booth.
You've met him so many times now. You're just one of his friends.
Are you two on speaking terms now? I'm being serious, actually, Tommy, because you've seen this guy so many times. I was going to say, he must recognise you now because he's seen you so often. That's amazing, the fact that, but you ended up in his private. You see, Tommy's living life. Tommy is living life. What's wrong? You say,
no, you told me to shut up, so I'm just shutting up.
No, I didn't tell you to shut up. No, I was halfway through doing Dwayne's comment. That's why when you said it, so that was it. I wasn't.
But I haven't had a breath to even say anything yet.
Where are we? I needed my gin and tonic. Will I get that in Saudi? I'm not so sure. That I was going to say because it is quite a strict country, so I don't know if that would happen. Where are we? Jensen said this summer has been cold in the day and at night. Well, it has been a little bit actually recently, but actually today is actually not. Well, yesterday was really warm.
Yeah.
Today has been a bit a hit and miss. Mark and Kelly, I have my your Characters Awards tonight in Glasgow. Excuse me. 24 hours to go. Yeah, so Dwayne said, congratulations. And Dwayne says congratulations as well. Aww. I'm jealous, Dwayne. How dare, said Jensen. Jensen said, for finishing school early. Well, you've just come back from Lanzarote.
I know.
You've just had a one. So tell us more about Lanzarote. What did you get up to? There you see, Dwayne. You said it was boring. You've only got 2 more weeks to go. Tommy, can we hang out with you? See, Tommy's in the know. Tommy is in the know. Yeah, let the lady take the stand. Yeah, go on.
I know. I'm just sitting here. I'll be like, I'll wait till he's finished.
No. So I was going through the comments. That's why. So I'll let you read. I only do that because Kelly can't see them. That's
yeah.
Why I do that.
So what has everyone been up to? What's everyone been doing? I've been trying to edit a video. But it messed up. And then I've had to start it all over again. But in the evenings, I've been so tired. And do you know what? I'm 9:15. I'm already falling asleep. It's wild. And guys, I bought my Ninja Crispy. I'm so excited about it. I don't know whether you guys might be interested if I did an unboxing of it. Let me know. But I'm very excited. So basically,
explain what the Ninja Crispy is for somebody who doesn't know.
Yeah, so it is an air fryer, but a portable air fryer, and it comes with 2 glass bowls. And basically, you can take your lunch to work or wherever because it's portable, and then you just air fry your meal. So it alleviates the need for a microwave. So even if your place doesn't have a microwave, like when you go to work and stuff like that, you can bring this crispy and it's actually in the south. So it's a bit of a thing really, because it first came out in the States last year. So I think it came out sort of like March, April last year or something like that. And it was for $129. It then came out over here for £129. And I thought, it was like, oh, of course it did. Then it went up to £149, and then it went up to £179. Now, it only came out in March, and I was just like, oh my goodness. But then it was in the sale, and I got it at £130. So I am going to be strapped for cash this month, but it's fine because I've got the Ninja Crispy, and it's coming this week. So if you want to see an unboxing, let me know, and I will do an unboxing of the Ninja Crispy.
Karina, I don't know if you, because now this has obviously been in the States for a while, so I don't know if you've seen them out there. But Kelly's really looking forward to having yours, aren't you?
The States always get stuff first. And as soon as I saw it, because it popped up on TikTok, and I just thought, this is amazing. When is it going to come to the UK? But it didn't come to the UK till this year. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Player 456, you have been eliminated, says Dwayne. Yeah, true. I've got to go back and watch Squid Games, actually. I only got about halfway through it. Jensen said having fun by the pool was his favourite part.
Oh, nice.
Now,
which hotel did you stay at?
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, which one did you stay at? Tommy said, oh, yeah, he recognises me. Yeah, he actually let me add his private social media because we've seen each other so many times. We said next time he's in Monaco, we might get drinks. Oh my God, Tommy, this
becoming friends with your idol.
Did you ever? So, serious question, Tommy. Did you ever think you would get to this stage with your favourite driver? And I know this is a real big thing because I know how much you are into Formula One. Was this something you ever suspected would ever happen? I never in a million years, for example, I'm really into football. I would never in a million years think that I would be in a situation where I would get to be able to drink with like one of my favorite players. I would never ever thought.
That's wild.
Right, there's a few questions for you.
Oh.
So Pepper said, have you bought it yet?
Yes. I bought it. I'm just waiting for it to be delivered.
So it's there. So
I'm
Anna,
excited.
hello, how
Hi,
are you?
Anna, I hope you're well.
Hello everyone, she says. Kat said, is it a bit too heavy to carry around?
I don't know yet. I honestly don't know yet, but I've seen people use it. So basically it's a lid. So you put the lid on top of the glass lunchbox. So I don't think it would be too heavy to carry around, but I'm definitely bringing it to work. That's what I bought it for. I bought it for work. Wouldn't it be great if they did like a chargeable one that you could just bring with you, like if you were going to do picnics in the park or whatever, you could just have hot food in the park? That'd be amazing.
Yeah, so I don't know, Will, I don't think you'd be allowed to do that, but
I would do it.
So yeah, I suppose it's the closest thing to a portable air fryer, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's just the lid. It's just literally the top. So it's just like shaped almost like a cone, like an upside down cone, I guess. So it's got, so you can lift up off with the handle, and then it goes like that. Sorry, it goes like that, and then sits on top of the lunchbox, and then you can put a plate in it if you want, like this, the crisper plate. So those of you who have an air fryer know that it comes with a crisper plate. So what you can do is you can put your vegetables at the bottom if you want, put the crisper plate on, and then put your fish or your meat on top. All those lovely juices would just drop down on your veg or whatever. But if you just, so there is like air fry, there is you can cook from frozen, and you can do I mean, not frozen as in the actual already frozen food, not food that you've frozen yourself and then bring. But and they also do there's a reheat function and all of that stuff. I'm so excited. So excited.
Where are we? So I've got a few comments here as well. Bargain, said Peppa Pig. Jensen said, my family members were surprised when they saw the puppy and it squeaks a little bit in the night. Oh,
I bet he cries at night sometimes.
But you must love it though.
Yeah.
You must really love him. Let's do an unboxing, Sister Wayne. There you go.
All right, an unboxing it is. Yeah.
I think an unboxing would be quite good. Why are you still wearing that 456 shirt, player? 456 is out of the games. How do you know, Freon, that I haven't replaced? I am not the new 456. Had you considered that? Had you considered I'm halfway through the games? You don't know if I'm on a special island outside the lives. Unboxing would be good, said Kath. Right, that's two requests.
Okay.
Karina said, no, I have not heard of that particular model. I must investigate.
Yes, have a look at it. It's not spelt with a Y, it's spelt with an I. So it's Crispy, CRISPI, not Y. And it's by Ninja. There's a sale going on at the moment with Ninja. I think the last of the sale is today. So I've got mine from Argos. So there were two things that I needed to get. So I needed to get a new phone, which I did. So hence I'm going to be really short of money this month. But I had to buy a new phone because the back of this. So while we were in Florida and we were filming with my phone, the whole back came off. And I was just like, oh, God. And so, but to be fair, I've had this phone since 2020. So I've had it a long time. So I just thought, you know what, let me get a new phone. So I've got a new phone. So I like the Samsung. I like the iPhones. They're like really fast, but they're just very restrictive and I can't do what I would like to do on an iPhone. So I bought another Samsung and I've got to pick that one up and the Ninja Crispy is going to be delivered. And so, yeah, so like I won't be buying lunch or breakfast for a while.
There you go.
Hence the Ninja Crispy though.
Actually, Kelly does do that. What I was thinking to do, we'll try and do some. We do want to try and do some more videos during the week because I'm conscious we just do one a week.
Yeah.
On this channel, so we are going to try to do that. So if you can do that,
what an unboxing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll put it up on this channel, so you'll get to see that. Mark and Kelly said, Freon, please, I'm begging you, go see the movie Lilo and Stitch. It is amazing.
We don't go to the cinema that often. And normally when we're abroad, we go to the cinema. But I didn't even go. We didn't even go in May.
No, we didn't.
We didn't.
We didn't.
I'm going to change that. If we go again, I am definitely going to go to the cinema.
So we will try. We'll have. I do want to watch it actually because I did quite enjoy the cartoon one. But yeah, this looks. Obviously, this is a much more updated version of it, so I do want to go and see it. But on your recommendation, we shall have a little look. Jensen said we finished school on the 23rd of July. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's quite late. No?
That is quite a late one, actually. Paul Jensen as well, because Dwayne finishes in a month earlier. So, that's
quite late.
Karina said, Kelly, that's a very useful air fryer for small spaces too. That's fantastic. Karina, tell Karina where we did see it in the States.
Oh, in Target.
That's where we saw it.
Yeah, in Target. So yeah, if you have a tiny kitchen, because you can quite easily, because it's portable, you can just put it away. Whereas with a normal air fryer, you do have to have it out on the work surface, so then it does take up space. But the portable air fryer, to have it around, and you still want to use an air fryer, and people have not been able to get it because of space, it's one that you can just tuck away. So it's brilliant. Yeah.
Freon said, Dwayne, you're right, let's go. So look at this, it'll be the two of you out of school. Charlie said, I've got a new YouTube channel business, my fried chicken, CJD fried chicken by Charlie Dolby. So is this a new channel you're doing?
What are you doing on that channel? You're just doing fried chicken?
Is that it? You just no, that's fine. So I didn't mean to say it like that.
No. It's just that I'm thinking, how many places would you go that does fried chicken? That was my only thing, because there was a guy that I used to watch many years ago, and he used to do fried chicken, and he would go everywhere, and so it was one guy, and he had a couple of co-hosts who were twins.
Oh, I know who you would, yeah.
And they would go around to chicken shops, but inevitably, obviously, you've tried pretty much all the chicken shops. So I was just wondering, is it a thing where you're just going to try fried chicken? That's why.
Is that the I know the name, the Pengus Munch?
Yeah.
And then he changed it to the Connoisseur because he said he did, and Kelly's actually right. He changed his channel because he said he'd done practically every single chicken shop he could do, so he had to change it.
He went all over the country.
Yeah, he did. So I was going to say, so that's going to be your new thing, Charlie. I'm keeping my eye on the Ninja Creamy. Said, what's in it? Oh, is that ice cream?
Right. So I've been looking at the Ninja Creamy, but that's not what the slushy one. That's the one I'm thinking, oh, I would like to try that. But I mean, how many gadgets can one person have? We've got like loads of gadgets. So it's one that, but you know what almost tempted me? What almost tempted me was the mini blender, the handheld blender. And I just thought, oh, imagine making like a little slushy or something like that, or whatever. I had to calm myself down, because these are the sort of things I could run away with it and go, yeah, I'm going to get that. But they were selling it for £40 in Argos, I think, but it got sold out. They were selling the blue one for 40. It was £39 or something like that, but it got sold out. They got another one, a different color, which is £50, and then they got the new one, which is £90. But I mean, like, I had to choose. I had to make my choices. So it was a phone and a Ninja Crispy.
Where are we? So it's an electric micro grill. No,
it's like a not a microwave. It's not done with microwave. It's I want to say halogen, but it's not. It's not halogen either. But it's done. It's all done by heat. So the heat is produced and it goes down and it comes back up. So if you have your crisper, the heat will go down through the crisper and comes back up. But if it's like with the vegetables, it's the top kind of thing, and it's got different functions for heat, crisping, and cooking, and all of that type of stuff. And you can adjust the temperature and you can adjust the time. Pretty much the same as an air fryer, which you do your corn in the air fryer.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll do a joint of belly pork in the air fryer.
Sweet corn in an air fryer is really good. The way I do it is get the corn, then I roll it in a mixture of olive oil, soy sauce, and chili flakes. That's all I do, and it comes out lovely. You just roll it in until it soaks into it, and then put it in for 14 minutes. It's wonderful. Excuse me. Right. Tommy said, I never thought this would happen. Talking about being able to meet with his favorite driver. I mean, I've met a lot of high-profile people whilst working, but because of my job, I can't interact with them.
Of course, yeah.
But because every time I meet him off duty, I can interact like that. No, it's just the stars have aligned for you. It's absolutely incredible. It really, really is.
And you are correct. When you're working, you have to behave in a certain way. You have to be professional. You can't even be starstruck or anything like that. You can behind the scene go, oh, but when you have to be professional and all of that. But like you say, because you saw him in your spare time, you can be a little bit like, oh my God, I've just seen blah, 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 you know. But like you say, when you're with your high profile guests and stuff like that, it's when the mask comes on and you act professional.
That's amazing. That is just so amazing. Freon said, I bet it's almost like a dream. Freon said, Karina, I have a story for you. When I was in Ireland, so I went to see the Irish film premiere of Lilo and Stitch, and I loved it. So you saw it in Ireland.
Wow.
So you've seen it a couple of weeks ago. Tommy, may I ask what you do, says Karina. Freon, I want to see Lilo and Stitch. Tommy said, Karina, I work in the yachting industry. Karina said, oh, like below deck reality show.
That's what we were talking about the last time.
And Tommy said, like the below deck.
As we were getting to know Tommy, and then when we were watching Love Island USA, there was a British guy on there who worked on yachts who Tommy has worked with.
Yes. Now, I don't know if you've seen Love Island USA, but then if you have, you'll then know who we meet.
Yeah.
Peppa Pig's got to go. Love you, see you. Take care.
Bye, Peppa
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for joining us.
So Jensen went to the Hotel Los Zocos. Do you know that one?
Oh, sorry. Where were you staying? Was it Playa Blanca, or was it Porto del Carmen, or was it Jabal? Was it or Honda?
Or can you remember?
Yeah.
Freon said, Karina, the movie was 10 out of 10. I have to tell you. That movie music was so beautiful. The Hawaiian music, incredible. The animation, fabulous.
I'm liking a lot of the hula, and I like the style that they do and all of that. Yeah.
So Freon said goodbye to Peppa Pig. Queen said, oh, Tommy, how fun. It does. It sounds like a wonderful, wonderful life. I think, do you know what, Tommy? You inspire me. If I was ever able to go and have all my time over again, I would really look to do what you have done. It's just such an amazing way to spend your time.
When I was growing up, I really wanted to travel. That was my main sort of thing, which is how I got into hotels and sort of like, working. So I wanted to be a tour operator, but my language skills wasn't good enough in order to become a tour operator. So they said to me, well, how about working in hotels? And my aunt worked in hotels at the time. So I thought, well, that could be a good way to travel. I can work in different hotels. And then, and so I passed all of that and started working in a hotel. And then a friend of mine wanted to work on cruise ships. And so she became a croupier. And then they flew her out. But we were young at the time. And we were young in our minds at the time. So we were like, at that time, we were sort of like 18, 19. Because you could leave school at 16. At that point, and then you could choose to go on to college, which I did. I did a year course and stuff like that. And I can't remember if my friend went to college or not. I can't remember. I think she did. And then she decided all of a sudden, I'm going to become a croupier. I'm going to work on cruise ships. I wanted to do things like Camp America and all of that type of stuff. And I was looking into it, but we didn't have the internet in those days. So you couldn't so everything was in a book, and there wasn't anybody able to sort of lead you or guide you and say, right, this is what you can do. Here is where you can go and find out the information and all of this. It was just like books, word of mouth, all of that type of stuff. Anyway, I think my friend saw something in the newspaper, and she decided to become a croupier. So I would go and visit. This was in Reading. They had training courses in Reading, by the way. And she went in Reading and she worked at the casinos and all of this. And then all of a sudden they had flown her out to, I can't remember where she was going to, she was leaving from New York, I think, or whether she was leaving from Miami, one of the two. Anyway, she spent the whole day walking around, and then she couldn't go through with it and flew back again. Imagine. And I didn't find out till 2 weeks later. So I phoned her up. She goes, yeah, I spent the day walking around. But her friend was really angry and because she went with another friend, and her friend signed up, and her friend went. But she never went. But it's just one of those opportunities, isn't it? And so, and then I had the opportunity to go and work in the States, but that's a whole other story. But yeah, it just shows you like what opportunities, and you grab the opportunity, Tommy. Do you know what I mean? And good
amazing.
For you. Amazing, good for you.
Absolutely amazing. I gotta say, I really do admire.
Don't let things hold you back.
And look where it's got you to for actually going to see your favorite driver. Jensen said the puppy is so cute, and I tell everyone at school about it. I bet you can't wait to get home.
I bet.
So Karina said, Kelly, technically you have invested money by buying the air fryer, which is true actually, because it will actually work out economical for you.
Well, I'm hoping so. So what I have to be is disciplined to cook. So in my mind, I was thinking, oh, what recipes am I going to do and stuff like that. And I was thinking, oh, yeah, some noodles, you know, risotto, fried rice. And then I was thinking, oh, I could make another shepherd's pie, maybe seafood pasta again, and all of that type of stuff. Because I like to have different things every day. And so in my mind, I'm just thinking, oh, what would I have? And then I think, oh, yeah, like the night before, I can do a belly pork and all of this, do some mash and things, and then just have them in my little lunchbox and then heat it up at work properly and all of that stuff. So in my mind, I'm just thinking about all of that stuff. But I've already said to people at work, don't ask me to use it because the answer is going to be no. Don't embarrass yourself that I have to tell you no in front of everyone. So no, you can't use it. I'm sorry.
Chris said, oh, Freon, did the movie entice you to want to go to Hawaii? You've always wanted to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Where are we? Freon said, maybe. So Freon also said, Karina, you and I could be movie buddies. There you go.
Where is everyone's dream destination?
Yes.
What's on your bucket list? You go, oh, I really want to go here. Or have you already been to? So my thing, I always wanted to go to the States. Growing up watching all the sort of like, you know, all the sort of like sitcoms that came out, you know, things like the Golden Girls, things like Kate and Ally, if anybody remembers Kate and Ally, you know, watching Dynasty and Dallas, Falcon Crest, Knots Landing, Mel's Diner, Family Ties, you know, watching all the 80s movies like Romancing the Stone, The Golden Child, you know, all where movies were made, you know, like Superman and all of that type of stuff. It made me want to go and visit America because I wanted to be an actress. And I just thought, God, America's just producing so much stuff. Really want to go there. And so that was my bucket list. So I got to go to New York and we go to Florida, as you know, I've been to Vegas and all of that. But I've got to say that, so achieving that, I didn't ever think that I would be able to achieve that, but I did. So yeah, that was my
Well, Karina said, I would highly encourage you to visit Hawaii. It's such a beautiful place.
Wow.
Freon also said, Karina, you and me can tell each other stream about the movies we have seen. Yes, Freon. Have you looked at Vitamix? What's Vitamix, Karina? What's Vitamix? Is that a cooking thing or a...
No, I think it's a brand. I'm just trying to think. I'm sure Vitamix is...
Or is it Vitamix? Sorry.
I think so.
I'm calling it like Weetabix, Vitamix.
I think it's if I'm not mistaken. I feel like it's a brand like KitchenAid or something like that.
We'll have a look. Right, now let me catch up because we're way behind on the comments. So Charlie said, my CJD fried chicken channel is working at my college. It's for college and I'm only working on. So you're doing this as a work project, a college project. Interesting, Charlie. Well, I will take a look at that. I will definitely have a look at that. Also, Mark and Kelly, I have something to say. It's my 12-month anniversary of joining this Ohana, and so thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for having me. Well, thank you so much from the bottom of the heart and joining us, each and every one of you.
Everybody, thank you for coming on and just even if you're just sitting down chilling and just watching us, or you watch us later as a podcast or whatever, just thank you.
I have a top memory of my first live with you, and it was joining the first live and becoming part of your Ohana. We are grateful for each and every one of you. Honestly, without you guys, the channel wouldn't be what it is. So we do appreciate it.
Yeah, we do.
Jensen said, goodbye. See you Friday. Take care, Jensen.
Take care, Jensen. See you Friday. Vitamix. Oh, yeah, this Friday. Next Friday, we won't be on, but this Friday we will. But next Friday, so just to let you guys know, we won't be on next Friday.
My other favourite MK memory was my second ever live. I was still one of your helpers, and now look at me, I'm still here. Yes, you are. Also, Mark and Kelly, I'm still friends with Jacob. Remember him? He and I are still best friends for life. How is Jacob? Is he okay? Hi, Victoria. See you it's by Jensen, isn't it? By Jensen. See you next week. Sam, how are you?
Hi, Sam. Hope you're well.
How are you doing? How are things? You okay? Good to see you. Are you feeling a bit better? I hope you're feeling a bit better. I know you were feeling a bit under the weather last time. Freon said hello to cousin Sam. I miss you to the moon and back. Look at these, all the people saying hello to Sam. You've got Charlie saying hello. Cousin Sam, how is cousin Zachary? Been asking for me as always. So
I love seeing the love on this channel.
I do, yeah, absolutely. How is Zachary, by the way? Is he with you today? Tommy said, I've been incredibly lucky and so grateful, and thank you for everything I've been able to do. I definitely made the right decision when I did.
Yeah, you did. You for sure did.
Do you know what, Tommy? You could actually write a book on everything you've done, because like I said, I'm always fascinated. I would never bore you with what I do at work, but yours I could listen to all day. Your stories at what you do at work. Zachary's having a nana day with Sam. Where are we? Freon said, Charlie, I've been watching your streams too. They are fantastic. He has got some really good content as Charlie.
Yeah.
Mark, you are my favourite brother-in-law, and Kelly's my favourite sister figure, aka sister-in-law. Well, bless you. Well, you're our favourite new adopted nephew. Karina said, I have heard that doing something 21 days in a row will help it be a habit.
So.
Oh, hang on. Troy, hello, Troy. Just
Hi,
hello to Troy. Mork and Mindy is his favourite.
I absolutely loved Mork and Mindy. I really, really do. And then it went off the air for ages. My absolute favourite programme that I loved to watch was Fame, because I just always imagined that I would go to a performing arts school just like Fame. It was one of those. From the moment I was about 4 years old, that's what I wanted to be involved in, acting and all that. A lot of people didn't know what they wanted to do, but I knew what I wanted to do. So, but yeah, that was. But I absolutely loved Fame.
Karina's was 90210.
Oh,
that was yours.
I really liked 902. Do you know what? So I was in school at the time when that came on, and my friends were because when I saw 90210, I thought, is it going to be one of these sci-fi robot shows? I thought, and I was into sci-fi, so I don't know why. I just decided that I wasn't going to watch it. And then, so there's some girls at school, and we were in the toilets, and because that's where the girls hang out, the toilets. I remember going, yeah, I wish I had such a relationship like that with my brother and all of this. It was Brenda and Brandon, right? And all of this. And so that's when I started watching it, and I was watching that. Yeah, loved that. Loved, so as I got older, watching different things like Roswell High. I don't know if anyone remembers Roswell High. What was the other things that I used to watch? Buffy, Angel.
I remember Buffy.
Yeah, all of those I was watching, and of course Friends.
Oh my God, there was a guy. So he was so madly into Buffy. He still got them. He was telling me this is years ago at work. He had all of them on VHS, and he carried on watching them, even though nobody uses VHS anymore.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things where you just love all of these. So these shows were real, childhood type memories. I mean, we had things here, like obviously EastEnders or Coronation Street or Emmerdale Farm. But when you're young, you wouldn't have been into that. But what you would be into was something like, I don't know, what was on at the time? Not Sons and Daughters, Neighbours. So you'd be into Neighbours and Home and Away. You wouldn't really watch EastEnders, and so your parents would watch EastEnders, so sometimes you might watch it. But you wouldn't really watch like Take the High Road or Emmerdale. So it's all about, oh my God, 90210 or all of those types of shows. So yeah, and when I was growing up, I loved things like the A-Team. I liked the Real Boy. Like, I don't know if anyone will remember this, but Manimal. Then there was Street Hawk. And then there was...
Oh, God, you'll go back. I remember Manimal.
Manimal, yeah.
Manimal, my mum used to hate that. She goes, this is ridiculous. turning into an animal.
You know, things like Wonder Woman or Incredible Hulk or Spider-Man, all of those types of shows. But they were a little bit before my time, but then they would be on repeat and then repeat. Then they would be on repeat and then you could watch them sort of like years later. But yeah.
Yes, Kelly, you are correct, says Karina. See, the trouble is we're so far behind now. I can't remember what that was for. Sorry, Karina. Remind us what that was for.
Yeah.
Kelly was correct about. Troy said thanks. So there's a few hellos. I won't read all the hellos. Charlie made his own chicken song out of AI. Well done.
Okay.
So,
Sam's been doing things like that.
Yeah, actually, Sam's got some really good content.
Yeah, she has.
Tommy said I could write a whole collection of books with the things I've seen,
I
heard, and done. Would you be able to publish it though, Tommy?
Yeah, that's the thing.
It'd
probably be a bestseller if you could.
I was going to say actually, what was it? There was an interview I seen with Tom Hardy where they allowed children to ask him any questions. So someone said, "What's the naughtiest thing you've ever done?" He goes, "You don't want to know." And I thought, yeah, that's true. Fiona, Mark and Kelly. Also, my mum loves the new Lilo and Stitch too. She went with me and another best friend of mine, and we cried. Oh, that's lovely. Nice. You can do that all together.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Freon. Kath, Auntie Kath, how are you doing? Hi, Kath. Hi, Freon. My favourite show I used to watch was Fuller House, said Freon. Do you know Fuller House? That might be a bit before our time. I don't know. Oh, Kath, I loved Buffy. So did I. I used to get back from work at the time, and we like all my flatmates at the time liked it, so we'd all sit there and watch it. And then they added more and more characters to it. I'm also a Friends fan. I am a Ross fan, said Freon.
I am, Chandler, Phoebe, and Joey fan.
Oh, Troy said Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, Saved by the Bell was one of mine. I used to watch Saved by the Bell as well. But before that, there used to be Miss Bliss. So it was Miss Bliss first, and then it was Saved by the Bell.
Freon said, Kelly, my sister-in-law, let me ask you something. See if I ever got you a present. What would I get you and why? Oh, sorry. And then apparently, Fuller House TV show had John Stamos in it. Filmed in San Francisco.
Oh, yes. I never watched all those types of shows.
No, I didn't see that one.
That's the one with the Olsen twins in it as well, right? I think the Olsen twins were in it. I never really watched that. There was a show like things like My Two Dads, Perfect Strangers, all of that. That's the sort of thing that I was more into.
What present would he get you?
I don't know.
Oh, Troy, Google Manimal. When you read it, you will be absolutely shocked that this TV show actually existed. If you can, watch the trailer on YouTube. Watch the trailer on it. I mean,
it was crazy.
I loved it as a kid.
Yeah.
But I watched it now and I thought, what on earth is this?
Because it was Bionic Woman, Bionic Man, all of that type of stuff. But I think it was slightly before our time, but then they do the repeats. And yeah, that was all the stuff that I would have been into, and you know, Wonder Woman.
Well, we do have food to review, and I'm just conscious we're about an hour in, so I'll do the last few comments, and then we'll do the food review. So we have pivot.
Yeah.
Where are we? Kelly was correct about the Vitamix. There we are.
Oh yeah. The Vitamix. Yeah.
Karina, you're my new friend forever. Karina said Full House TV show. We said that one. Yes, the Olsens were in it. Thank you, Karina. Yes. I am honoured. I know what I would get you, Marky. I would get you a cup with your name Mark on it. I would love that.
I don't know. I think I'm quite difficult to buy for, really.
Are you? Kelly's
you
nightmare.
First of all, you shouldn't even have an excuse because we've been together for a very long time. So you have no excuse.
The number of times I got a present and you open up, the look of disappointment is
yeah, I'm a little bit tricky to buy for because I think the thing is you have to know me. So there are certain books that I would like, or there would be certain you know.
Come on, but you've got to admit though. So Kelly might say something. I'll just say something random. I want a Nigella Lawson cookbook. Let's just say if I can say she wants that. So I'll get her that. No, I didn't want this one. I wanted this one.
Yeah,
and hang on. And if I get the exact one, oh no, that's in paperback. I wanted it in hardback. Or there'll be something wrong with it, even if it's the exact same thing. This is the one I thought. Oh no, this is the red cover. I wanted the yellow cover. There'd be something wrong with it.
The thing is, because I'm very specific. But what will happen is I might mention that very specific thing to Mark, but he's only half listening. So like if you'll notice this in some of the videos, that's if he's put it in, where I will be saying something about food that I'm tasting, and goes, and then he won't be listening, and they go, yeah, but was it crunchy? And I was like, well, I just mentioned that it was crunchy.
Well, you see, but Freon knows what to get me.
But I was just like, well, I just mentioned that. So so I might mention something, but it's very specific. I like specific. So I'm not like, oh yeah, that'll do. I'm not that type of person. Oh yeah, that'll be nice and blah, blah, blah. I'm very specific. Like if I say, oh, this is the bag I want in this color, I don't want that bag in another color, because in my mind I'm thinking, oh, that will go with this and that will go with that and blah, blah, blah. So I've already thought about the color and where it would go and what my favorite colors are. And so, but when Mark says something, I specifically go out and get that thing. So like you'll see later on in the video when he said to me, oh, he's thinking about this shirt. I then go behind and get that shirt. He said he liked this water bottle. I then went and got that water bottle. But Mark would get me something similar to what I like. And I'm like.
Anyway. Oh, well, Freon said, Mark, see, Thursday I'm at the Caritas Awards with my school class.
Ooh.
And I have to wear my uniform again one final time. Do you know what, though? You'll
wear it as a badge of honor.
Absolutely. And do you know what? I have still got my school uniform that I wore when I was 15. I've still got it. So there you go.
Goodness.
Not the clothes, but the tie. Okay.
My mum gave it to my brother and younger sister.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't have the step, and I kept the tie, not the whole thing, because obviously it doesn't fit, but the tie I always kept. So I have got that.
My mum just gave everything,
right,
and got rid of everything.
So I'm just conscious that we're about an hour in and we haven't done the food review, because so sorry if you've been waiting for the food review, but here it comes. Right now we've got a little special here. So we've gone together. Now we've done Gail's before, but we were inspired by the conversations we were having. So
some of these things need to be heated up.
I'll put the stuff in there. Karina said, Kelly, you do realise Mark is a man. I'm just teasing you, Mark.
I know.
No, but it's true.
I know. The disappointments are real.
Do you know what's funny, right, Karina? Because I'll say that to guys at work. So I've got to get my wife something. And I said, oh, what are you going to get her? And he said, oh, she mentioned so. I said, can you remember? Because I don't know.
Somebody at work today, right? So we had a conversation a couple of weeks ago. And he said, oh, we were talking, and he goes, oh, I think my anniversary is coming up. I was like, okay. But I was like, right, let's what do they call it when you talk things through and
discuss?
No, spitball. Like, let's spitball some ideas and all of this. So we spitball ideas, blah blah blah. End of, right? Today I walk into the kitchen and they're having a conversation, and then somebody says to me, oh yeah, it's his anniversary, and I was just like, I'm not even discussing it. We already had a discussion about this, blah, blah, blah. And he started laughing. He hasn't done anything. Can you imagine? Oh.
Right. Come on, let's crack on with this. So what we got? So
this is a crustless tomato and courgette.
No, unfortunately, it's not picking up a little bit. Come on. You can do it. Focus on for us. It does look good. Unfortunately, Freon, if you want to
there
cry,
you go.
If you want to cry, you do it. There's no more appropriate time than when you go. Right, what's this one? And I've got to be careful.
This is artichoke.
That does look quite nice. So this is an artichoke pie, is it, or a
quiche? I guess.
Quiche, right? We'll warm that little bad boy up.
Yeah.
And what else we got?
And then we've got we've got this, which is a pastrami Rachel. I don't know. Mark told me to get this, so I don't know.
I didn't realise it had meat in it, so you're gonna have to eat that.
Yeah, Mark said I'll get the pastrami Rachel. What did you think pastrami was?
I didn't know. I didn't read the pastrami bit.
You did. You read it out to me.
Oh, did I? I didn't know. All right, I can't.
was thinking, what do you think the pastrami was?
You're gonna have to eat that then.
Okay.
You have to, because I.
Well, no, I mean,
I don't eat meat.
I know you don't eat meat, but I thought you got it for me to try it, and I was just like, I was looking at it, and I was thinking, this is not anything that I would buy, but okay.
Next time, tell me that. Anyway, and then
you're telling me, not me telling you.
Right. Next up, we've got
Mark rang me up and goes, "Oh yeah, get some stuff." I was like, "All right," and then he told me to get this, and I'm like, "Okay."
So this is your.
This is my sausage roll.
This is your sausage roll.
Yeah.
There we go. So you've got the sausage roll bit. Right. So let me heat these things up.
You can't heat this up.
No, obviously not. You can eat that while I heat these three. So are these all these aren't meat, are they?
So that's not meat and that's not meat.
Right, but this is.
This is meat and that is meat.
So I'll put these two in the same one and I'll put these in the same one. Right, we've got there. So I shall let you. All right, let's have a bit of the quiche. Let me heat the quiche up first, Freon, so you can then try a little piece. Kelly's going to try this wrong thing.
Oh, I was thinking, well, I just thought. So when Mark was telling me what to get, right? So he said like a pastrami, Rachel. I was like, all right, and then it was like a mint and aubergine something or other. But they did have, so it was one meat and then one non-meat. I thought, well, that makes sense if you want me to get one meat and one non-meat. And then I looked at that pastrami thing and I was just like, this is never something that I would get. But he's asked me to get it, let me get it. So then I got this, and then I thought, well, they don't have what he was asking for. So something's just popped up and I'm trying to get, there we go. And so let me pick a couple of other things. So then let me tell you about this sausage roll. The sausage roll, it's one of the best. So if you've ever been to Borough Market, so Borough Market is a food market, and they have a stall called the Ginger Pig. So they have the black pig and the ginger pig. Now the black pig is like pulled pork and focaccia and all of this. It's nice, but I feel like it's been overhyped because I don't think it's that good. There are other better things in the market to try, but if you are there, go and try it because it's been hyped up. But I feel like it's an overhype. Then I tried so when you go to the ginger pig, they do like several different types of sausage roll, and the sausage roll is nice. Don't get me wrong, it's nice. Again, it's a little bit overhyped, but it's nice. But let me tell you about Gail's sausage roll. It will finish the ginger pig. I'll tell you that for free. Go and try Gail's sausage roll. It is really, really good. They also do the sweet potato and grains in a little pot. That's really nice as well. So don't sleep on that. Go, if there's a Gail's near you or you can get to a Gail's, go and try those things. They also do a couple of other things which are okay. Like I feel like Gail's can be a little bit hit and miss. I don't really rate a lot of their pastries, but loads of people love them. But I don't really rate them. I don't like the cheese that they use on their ham and cheese croissant. But I got to say the ham and cheese croissant looks so good. But when they do their bagels, they pack the bagel. The bagel is packed. It's thick. Get the bagel. It's got salmon and cream cheese and capers. It's really, you won't be disappointed if that's the type of bagel that you're looking for. That's really nice.
Right. Freon said, grabs a piece of the quiche and Kelly's pizza looking thing. Right. They are just heating up at the moment, so we will do that. You two, calm down, please. You're hurting my ears. Sorry. Right, let me have a piece of the quiche. Right, they're all warming for you.
They're all warming.
Now, Karina said the pastrami sandwich does look huge.
It's not big. It's not big.
It's not as big as a New Yorker one.
Yeah, yeah. But and in sort of like in the States when they do their pastrami on rye and all of that. So let me just split this a little bit for you. It's normally like different meats and blah 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 and all of this, but I don't know if that is sauerkraut in that or whether whether it's onions. I'm not a lover of sauerkraut.
Take a bite, Freon. Take a bite. Right, try a little bite.
I'll wait till the others come.
Well, no, you might as well have it now.
I might want to eat something to wash down the taste of this because I'm not liking the smell of it really. But it's got some sort of like. Let me open it up for you.
You're never going to know until you try it.
I don't know. It was your choice.
I didn't realise it was. I tell you what, I was rushing when I was reading it, so I didn't see it. Ooh, sauerkraut. No way.
I know.
Were there two of those quiches? Yeah, well, two of the similar type ones. So
yeah, so one is a quiche, and then the other one is it's almost like a pizza, crustless pizza. So one is artichoke, and the other one is like tomato, olives, and all that. The tomato and the olives one does look nice though.
So we will be trying that as well when it's. I love Borough Market, said Karina. When was the last time you went?
Yeah, it's a good market. It's a good food market. How long did you put those on for?
6.
Okay.
What? How long's left? So you got 2 minutes. So you could take a bite of that in 2 minutes. You've got tea there if you don't like it. Grabs the food, eats it. Ooh, sauerkraut. Right. Drinks a cup of virtual water. Right, here you go. You're going to give it a try.
Okay. Let me give this a try. When I saw this, I thought, oh, it's interesting.
Give it a try.
It's not sauerkraut.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Here you go. I'll let us show.
But I don't like it. It's not something that I would choose. And for anybody that doesn't know, pastrami is meat. Just to let you know, pastrami is meat, if you didn't know.
Where are we? Karina said, well, I went to Borough Market in April when I went for afternoon tea at Roast. Oh, yes, of course, because you said.
Now, how was your afternoon tea at Roast? How did you rate that?
Yeah, what did you think of it? It's what we really enjoyed it. If you watch our video, you can see we really enjoyed it. Anna said, thanks for the suggestion. I had ginger pig on my list. I will also have to look for Gail's. How dare you not sharing? We just did. You didn't like it. You spat it out.
I've got a sore tooth. I can feel it coming on.
Oh, God. Not again.
So,
have you been to the dentist? No. Right.
It hasn't hurt for all this time.
There you go. Let's say, well, just ignore it.
Right.
I'm going to go and get these others. I'll go and get a fresh plate. I'll be back.
So, I feel the flavours are there. I don't know. It's not. And also, it's not a strong onion either. So, I don't know if it's onion. What do they put in sauerkraut? Is it onion that they put in sauerkraut? I'm not sure. I mean,
I thought it was sauerkraut.
It looks like no, because sauerkraut is pickly, isn't it? Yes. Is it pickled sauerkraut? Is it pickled?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got like a pickle taste, but this doesn't have a pickle taste. It's not my thing because I was looking at it, I was like, okay, it's very interesting. But no, it's not a sandwich that I would recommend for sure. I would recommend. I'd get the pastrami, but I wouldn't get it on this, and I would choose a softer, nicer bread. I wouldn't get this bread. I feel it's not too tough, but I don't like the crust on the bread. I feel like the crust on the bread is a bit too. It's a bit too hard. And I like my sandwiches a little bit softer. I really enjoy focaccia. So I feel like it's missing out on those elements. But if you like that sort of thing, like you like onions, I love onions, but I like them caramelized, or I like raw red onions. Oh, so
good. Right, here you go. So the next one up, we're going to try this one. What's this one?
This is the crustless. It's almost like a pizza. I just read crustless.
There we go. You can see that they've got zucchini in there. I'm still back in the States. With courgettes. It looks quite nice, right? Let me cut a bit in half.
Just cut a tiny bit off for me here.
There we go.
This is very hot.
Here we go. That's what it looks inside. Right, take a bit. Oh, cabbage in Kath. Is that cabbage?
Yeah, it could be cabbage. It could be cabbage.
Karina said, I loved roast. I will go again. They were so kind. They had a special pastry for me. For my birthday, your recommendation was actually spot on. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
So good, so good.
Right, okay, here we go. That's actually really nice.
It's like a quiche, but crustless.
There's black olives in there, which are really nice as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that is good. I really like that. I think I might be wrong. It tastes like there's potato in there. Maybe there's not.
I thought it was potato. I wish you know what? I wish you had cut this in half before you air fried it.
Why?
Because now I have to eat the whole thing.
Yep.
Well, I won't eat the whole thing, but it will, unfortunately, go a little bit to waste.
Mark, it's stormy. Really wet here in Scotland. Oh god, it's been really wet here as well. Right, here you go. Now show this one up. So this is your Gail's sausage roll.
Look at that. Oh, I'm sad that my tooth it's only just started hurting me now. Only just started hurting me now.
It's got a lot of spice in there. Show your spice.
The pastry is crispy. The flavor.
Take a bite, Freon.
It's not focusing.
Oh, so Karina said, sorry. Freon said, reminder on Friday, I won't be see you both since I'm at Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Oh,
well, you enjoy.
Mm.
Karina said, I've been obsessed with brioche breads. Have you tried to make a bread pudding with brioche bread?
That would be amazing. Or with croissant bread.
Too many olives in this one, he said. Yeah. I disagree. I thought it was quite nice. Huge bite. Nice sausage roll. Not too much spice. You're liking that one. Troy said, how much is Gail's sausage roll?
£5.30, I think.
So it's a lot more expensive than Greg's, as you said.
Right.
Now, Greg's are probably better value for money because they're probably a fraction of the price. But you've got to remember, look, if you saw the size of that, how thick that sausage roll is.
But also, you can't compare the meat of this to Greg's.
Yeah, look, I mean, that is huge. You've got all those sesame seeds on the top.
Look at that.
You can see the spice. Is that sage in there?
It looks like it. Sage or rosemary, I think.
Yeah. So you can see that's a big roll. You've got to give this one a try, Troy, if there's a Gail's near you.
Yeah.
Oh, I've not tried making bread pudding with those. I shall try. So there's a British chef called James Martin, and he makes it with croissants bread pudding. But you can make it with brioche, but he brushes it with apricot jam. But the brioche will soak up the what do you call it? They'll soak up the milk a lot more, whatever custard you decide to make with it. Right, do you want to try this? So I'm going to try.
Do you want to cut it in the half a little bit? Yeah.
Right, so this is the little quiche that we've tried. If you can see that. Here we go.
Okay. The pastry on that is so nice.
Oh, that's really good. Oh, wow. I'm not really into pastry bits, but that is phenomenal.
You're into pastry bits as well?
Oh. That is really, really good. That pastry is thick.
Sometimes I feel pastry is the best part of like a pie or a quiche or anything like that. The pastry can be the best thing. Ooh.
Karina, you had me at hello, bread and butter pudding. You're making me so happy. I love you even more now. Well, you can't say anything than that. Mark, you're going to be so tired in a minute when I tell you what time I'm away to Blackpool for school. I have to wake up at 5 a.m. and be at my school by 6 a.m. Not back till 11. You're going to be very tired.
Just to let you know, I wake up at 5 o'clock every day.
But Freon's going to be there till 11. You're not at work till 11.
No.
You see? Is that small?
No, you eat.
Right, this is really, really good. Right,
I've got a big sausage roll to get through.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to eat anymore. Right, so we've got to score these, and then this is going to be a quick review because sorry, we're gassing so much. Okay, your pastrami on rye, which I thought didn't contain meat, because I was really looking forward to trying this.
No, I didn't like it.
Out of 10?
A 3.
Wow. Yeah. All right. So maybe you're going to have to like that type of food if you want rye bread and what have you. Right, this one right at the front.
It was good, but it was not my favourite, so I would give that maybe a 4 or 5.
Really? I gave that a 6. I thought that was quite good. The pie, which I'm about to demolish, the quiche.
I would give that a 7 or 8.
I give that a 7. I thought that was really nice. The pastry's phenomenal.
The pastry is on that.
Okay. Your sausage roll.
You know what? I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
Really? Oh, wow.
I've not given it a 10 out of 10 before, but I'm just trying to think, how can they perfect it even more? The only way that they could perfect it even more is to give it more pastry.
Right, we have not given it a 10 out of 10 for a long time.
Yeah, no, you have. I haven't.
Yeah, no, sorry, Kelly hasn't. So that is it. If it's going to focus, that is Kelly's 10 out of 10. This is the Gail's sausage roll, and that is the winner. Because obviously, can I have this bit?
Yeah.
Obviously, I've not been able to eat a lot of this, so.
No, you've eaten 2 items. I've eaten 2 items.
Let's go. But what I meant is we're not able to score them both together. That's right. There you go. There you have it. So that was our little review of Gail's. These are some of the summer seasonal things that they've got on sale.
Get the sausage roll.
But Kelly's definitely saying get the sausage roll. The others were good, but I was going to say, would you make a special trip for the sausage roll? There you go.
I have had the sausage roll several times now. And I've got to say, the only thing that they could do to top it is more pastry.
There you go.
But unlike a lot of other sausage rolls, there's more meat than there's pastry. A lot of other sausage rolls will give you more pastry than meat. Greg's, for example, there's more pastry than there's meat. In fact, I question if there's any meat in it.
But I know that Troy is a big fan of the Greg sausage roll. So I think you just said, so you do like the Greg sausage roll as well, though?
No, I like the vegan sausage roll.
More than the meat one?
More than the meat one, yeah. The vegan, Greg's vegan sausage roll is probably one of the best vegan sausage rolls I've had.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I've had a few vegetarian sausage rolls and stuff. But
now, would you guys agree, for those of you that have Greg's, would you rate the sausage roll? Would you rate the vegan one better, like Kelly has done?
I think in Europe does.
Yes, that's true. But anybody else that's tried it, let us know. Right, Greener said, you wake up at what time? He goes, good Lord, I'm still in REM sleep. So I'm well, trying to, but this one is the noisiest person when she gets up. Playing loud things on the thing, doesn't care who's asleep.
This one was fast asleep. I went for a shower. I got up out of bed. He was asleep. Went for a shower. He was asleep. Now, I like to listen to Reddit stories. I'm contemplating whether I would do a Reddit channel. I'm not sure. I've been contemplating that for a long time, for about a year, maybe longer. And I was playing my Reddit stories, having a shower, came out the shower. This one's still asleep, got ready. The only time he woke up was when his alarm went off at 7.
Yeah, that's why I can't get up. I'm terrible. I don't know if anybody's the same. I am not. I will be the first to admit it. I am not a morning person.
And I am a morning person.
I am not a morning person.
But Mark is an evening. So he comes to bed with the laptop, watching a video in the laptop. And in my mind, I'm just thinking, just do that all down here. When you come to bed, then go to sleep. Why are you coming to bed and you're still on the laptop? Do that all down here. Then come to bed and then you go to sleep.
Karina Honey, I know, sweetie, I know, right. There's a bit much for you. I'll get a lot of sleep on the bus. Like, you're probably going to tell me, yeah, well, do that, Friel. Get some sleep on the bus. You'll be at least be able, especially on the way back. You're going to be tired because you're coming all the way from Scotland down to Blackpool. It's going to take you a while. Karina, you know my collaborator for life and best friend. Look at that. You see? Already best friends. Karina said, I'm not a morning person either. And I don't even talk to me until I've had my coffee. Oh, I'm the same. This one would drive you nuts.
I'm on 100.
If you live with Kelly, it would drive you nuts. Kelly plays loud music, loud things as well. Got no consideration for someone wanting to lie.
First of all, when I'm in the bedroom, I don't play anything loud. everything's when I'm in the bathroom, because the shower's going, I need to listen, so I'll have it on. But this one has to get up. He has
Not
to
at
be
6, I don't. Not at 6. Anybody else, would that annoy you if you would if somebody else was playing something loud while you were trying to sleep?
I don't play it loud in the bedroom. I in the bathroom.
I can still hear it.
Only in the bathroom I play it loud. That's all.
Where are we? Yeah, I'm just like you, Karina, though. I've got to be honest, I'm just like you. When somebody starts asking me complicated questions, it's like that thing from Stranger Things when he said, mornings are for coffee and contemplation, nothing else. Having my Stranger Things.
But, yeah, when we're on holiday, when I want to lie in and all that, because this one has a lie in the whole of his life.
No, I don't. I'm working most of my life.
Hold on a second. A lie in to me will be 7 o'clock.
Does anybody else consider 7 a.m. a lie in? I would never.
And you don't even get up at 7 a.m. You get up at 7:30.
Oh, you're going from Ayr to Blackpool. That's quite a way.
Mm.
Oh, you've got to go. All right, Freon, take care. Look after yourself.
Bye.
Enjoy Blackpool and enjoy your ceremony as well. I hope it goes really, really well for you. You can tell us all about it next week. Let us know.
Just don't forget, we're not here next Friday.
Exactly. That's correct. Mornings, I said, Karina, mornings are for trying to decide if you want to do anything for the day. 7 a.m. No, thank you.
Mark's like, oh, he cannot get up.
I'm not a morning person. Once I'm showered, I'm all right. I'm just alive. But
if I don't get up early and have a shower, I will be being the whole day. I'll be so lazy the whole day. I'll just stay upstairs and work on a couple of things, and that's it. I wouldn't. But if I get up early and I have a shower and all that, then I'm good to go. I'll just sit downstairs or whatever. But if I don't have a shower early, that's it.
That's it. Bye, you two, said Freon. So, Freon, have a wonderful time. Let us know how it was. The only one who wakes up early in this household is Jackson. I know I was going to say, because dogs do, don't they? But you know why? Is he wants his breakfast. That's the reason why. Or he wants to use the bathroom. That's the only two things he wants to do.
He wants to spend time with you. That's why. That's why dogs get out early. They come, they lick your face and all of this because they want to spend time with you.
I bet it's one of the other two. That's the only reason I would get up in the morning. If it were
right. Yeah.
Toilet.
You have to spend time with me. No.
Well, you can spend time with who you want. Who are you spending time with at 6 a.m.? That is far too early for me. But you know, I do know other people that really, really likes it. I was going to say not for me. But Kelly does. I'll give her due. Kelly will be waking up at 5 a.m. on the weekend.
Oh, I don't wake up at 5, but I do wake up at about 7:30.
But you don't get up. You wake up. You don't get up. That's what I'm saying. You do wake up.
Sometimes I will wake up earlier. Yeah. Sometimes I'll wake up at 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. But I don't get up. I'll just be on my phone listening to whatever. Mark will sleep till 11, you know.
I don't sleep till 11.
I said you can. And you have done in the past.
I have done in the past when I'm very, very tired. Even on the weekend, you wake up that early. Why? Yeah, exactly. Why?
I've always been an early bird person. My whole family is. There's not one person in my family that doesn't wake up early. They all wake up early. The only thing is, they will actively get up. Sometimes I'll just laze around and then I'll be lazy. But my mum, if I'm not up and dressed by 8 o'clock, my mum just thinks, "What are you doing?" Like you're still in bed. That's what you're still in bed. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just relaxing." Like, relaxing what? That's what my mum would be. Yeah.
But my parents would never question that. I was going to say, so they'd be the opposite. They wouldn't even wake me up at that early. I think for me, I was just going to say, I want to, especially at the weekend, I don't know if you guys are the same, I want to be able to tell the difference. I want to be able to difference, and that's what I look forward to.
Then why don't you allow me to relax on holiday?
You get up when you want.
No, you don't. You make me get up.
It depends what we're doing.
Are you going in the bathroom now? Or should I go first? Are you going? That's all I get on holiday. Are you going in the bathroom? And I'm thinking, I'm on holiday. I will actually want to relax.
Karina said, I guess I'm still rebelling against having to wake up that early when I was younger. I was the same as well. I think that's the thing, because I think when I retire, I think I'll be doing a lot of lie-ins. I've got to say I've done all my years of getting up early. That's it now for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do understand why people do get up early, even on like weekends, because you think to yourself, you do have the whole day.
Yeah.
And the best part of the day is actually at 5 a.m. If you look, because when the sun rises, it's incredible. But I can't be bothered to get up that early to see it.
I mean, 5 a.m. is extreme, right? To get up. But I also feel like when if we're doing like a breakfast video or whatever, it's so nice. Once you're out, it's so nice, and you've got the whole day.
Yeah, that's true.
And we go for breakfast, we can take our time, and then if we want to do a little bit of shopping or whatever, we can. Or if we just want to come home, we can. And then, we can sit down, I can edit a video or watch a bit of TV or something like that. But if I get up late, let's say 11 or 12 o'clock, by the time we have breakfast and all that, it's time to go to bed again for the next day.
But not quite, but I know what you mean. I mean, it's very easy to let it go, but that's quite nice, though, isn't it? Sometimes,
just
to be able just to say, oh,
they call it bed rotting, where you just stay in bed all day, and Mark will then get up, but then Mark's got energy, but now all my energy is gone. So because I've just been lying down, there's no more energy. There's no energy to do anything. And then Mark is like all hyper and doing this and that, and I'm just like, I can barely lift up my head by this point. So that's why I like to get up early, and then I have a shower and everything else, and then I just think, oh yeah, okay, I've got the rest of the day, and I can do whatever it is. If we decide to go somewhere or whatever, we can do that. But if I stay in bed, that's it. It's a problem.
Does anybody else feel like that as well? Anybody else? You don't have to admit it on the line, but does anybody else think like that? I'm not a morning person. I'm always gonna.
You're an evening person.
I am definitely a night
But
owl.
I'm falling asleep by the time evening comes.
I am definitely a night owl, and that, do you know what? That's my own fault. For years and years as a student, me going to bed very, very late, and then waking up.
All those gaming sessions.
Yeah. All of that.
Gaming that.
When I was younger, absolutely. But you do pay for it as you get older, because, like I said, I get up, not a problem. I'm never late for work, but it's one of those things that it's forcing yourself up. Oh, I ain't gonna get up. My cousin used to say when he was a lot younger, when he first did work, he said his alarm would go off, then he'd have set it for 5 more minutes, then 5 more minutes. Then he would try and think of an idea how he could get into work. Then he'd accept the fact that he's got to go to work and then do it. And he said he would do this scenario every single day. I never do that. How can I get out of work? I never think, because I know you got to accept reality. But
I just think sometimes there are some jobs where if you don't enjoy it, it's like almost like a daunting feeling. Oh, I've got to go to work today. Oh God. And I think a lot of people,
yeah, that's true.
That's how they feel. Like, oh God, I've got to go to work today. You don't think of how to get out of it and all that, but it's just like, oh God, I've got to go to work today. Luckily, I don't feel like that. But I have had other jobs where I do feel like that. Oh God, I've got to go to work today. All the time when I worked at the hotel, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed every day. It was the worst job I ever had, working in a hotel. Worst job. But every day was fun. Every day was different. I'd have a laugh, catch up with the gossip. I'd be like, what? It'd be wild things would happen at the hotel. But it was the worst job, and and at the same time, it was the best job. I don't know. I couldn't do it again. I think it's something that you need to do when you're young. And that isn't the truth, because you can do it at any age and stuff like that. I feel for me, it was the only thing that I could do when I was young. I don't think I could do it now. I don't think I could cope with all the shit. You'd get used to it. You would do the shift work and stuff like that. But I wouldn't enjoy it. I wouldn't enjoy it like I did before when I was younger. I think it was one of those things. And I wish I had taken more advantage of certain things that were happening, like travel, like doing all of that type of stuff. And I wish I'd done a little bit of that. But yeah, it was a really good time at that point.
Grinny said, I also work from home 100%, and I believe that contributes to my waking up later now. Do you know what? Actual fact, it's incredible how you fit your life around that now. You know, it can be like that especially if you're working from home fully. Of course, you don't have the commute anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have to get up that earlier to get into work. You know, also as well, you can, when you finish work again, you're not getting that commute back. So I think that probably has a bearing on it, Karina. I think you're absolutely right. I think it would.
I think for me, so when we all, you know, during the pandemic, the lockdown and all of that, I think I really wanted a job where I was working from home. However, I don't think it would have been good for me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like working from home is one of those things where you really that's what you really want to do. You really want, like, so for example, where I was working before, working from home was a rarity. Pre-pandemic, working from home was a rarity. There were jobs out there. There just wasn't that many of those jobs out there. And there was a guy, and he had been working from home. He had been working from home for many, many years. And then all of a sudden he decided, I don't know what happened, but he had to get a job in the office. I think he found it difficult working in an office environment because you can't work to your own time scale and stuff like that. And I think people found it difficult to work with him within the office. And he didn't do it for very long. I don't think it suited his mindset and his lifestyle, because he was married with kids and stuff like that. But I just don't think it suited his lifestyle. So then I think he left, and then I think he must have gone back to working from home. But I've got to say, I did search for work where I could work from home because I feel like I was in that mindset. But I don't think it's good for me. Now that I like to work from home, like on the odd day, I feel like it's a real treat. That's how I see it. I feel like, oh God, it's a little bit of a nice treat now. Today I'm going to work from home and blah, blah, blah. I can be a little bit more productive. But I don't know how I would be if I did it full time. I mean, I would do it. If I had to do it, I would do it for sure. And I did want to do it. But I think the gods had other plans for me. And so I think, yeah, for my mindset, it might not have been good, but you really love it.
Oh, yeah. I'm more productive. I've got more energy. Yeah, for me, it's
I don't think that.
It's definitely more beneficial for me. Jensen's back.
Hi, Jensen.
When you two have end this, make sure you say melt my cheese.
I do say melt my cheese.
No, you just want to make sure that you are. I miss the socializing part of working at the office, but my productivity is much better at home. Yeah, mine too, because there's no distractions. When I go into the office, everyone's going to go, oh, hello, and you think, I've got to say, there are days when it is difficult because everyone wants to come and talk to you. And I give everyone my time. So on certain days, especially when I've got a lot to do, I do find it a little bit difficult. And then I'm playing catch up. I'm like, oh God. And then that's when I have to start writing, because my memory is quite good. I don't have to write anything down. But if it's been a day where everybody has come to talk to me and all that, I'm thinking, oh my God, I've got to write this down. And but I don't really write things down. I don't have to. My memory can keep up with it. But the only time is if I've got a full-on thing and I just think, I'm going to forget something, I need to write it down. Or if everybody has come to talk to me and then I'm just like, I need to write something down. But people do, because I think they want a little bit of guidance, or they want something's on their mind, they want to spitball something. I'm like, right, okay. And I'm not in their field, by the way. You know, I'm not in their field, but they want to spitball something with me. I'm like, okay. And then we'll have a chat and all of that type of stuff. So on those kinds of days, it can be difficult. And I think that in a couple of the offices where I've worked before, I've just gone in and I've just done my role and gone home, and I haven't socialized with people. And I feel like it's one of those unspoken things, isn't it? When people, I was chatting with my cousin about it. So in one of the roles where I worked in, there was a little bit of
sometimes I can be a little bit awkward, like, oh, you know, you got to go to this thing and you got to talk to this person, and I don't like small talk and all of this type of stuff. So, but inevitably, I just want to come, do my work and go home. And then me and Mark can go do something, or me and Mark, one of my girlfriends, we're going to go do something, or something like that. Me and my family, or whatever. But I think that then people, and my cousin was talking, it goes, yeah, but then people don't know you, and then they don't trust you because they don't know what kind of person you are, because you're coming in, you're doing your work, and then you're going home. You're not getting involved in that camaraderie and all of that type of stuff, because that's essentially what it is. But equally, what you have to understand as well is sometimes if the crowd is younger or older, you're not going to be into the same things. So your office speakers, inevitably you're going to speak about work and the office and blah blah blah. It's not going to be, you know, a camaraderie in that kind of thing. So I think that getting involved with work, after work things is important, but I just don't want to do it all the time. And so I go out on 1 or 2 occasions, but I do it more in this new role. I do it more.
Corinna, I can imagine that actually, because Jackson would love it that you work from home. I think actually, Jackson, it would probably stress Jackson out if you had to go back in the office, because he's not used to it.
He's not used to it,
Jensen said, my dog comes up the stairs in the morning to wake me up to get ready for school. Oh, there you go. Well, guys, talking of ending and melting my cheese, I think we will leave the live there. Corinna said, oh yes, and sometimes there are always those negative Nellies that I hate interacting with. Those two, there's always those.
I've had to drop a couple of them, but like, if I respect your friendship, I will let you know the reasons why we can't be friends anymore. If I don't respect you, I'm phasing you out. So make of that what you will. But
well,
yeah.
On that note, we will say but guys, thank you so much for joining us on Love Day. We had such a wonderful chat, as we always do with you guys. Thank you for also as well. Apologies, the food review is a little late. We were getting so into the chat. I thought, oh my god, we're an hour in, we haven't done the food review. So the takeaway, literally, from this one is the Gail's sausage roll. That's
anytime you guys are in London, go and try the Gail sausage roll.
That's your big takeaway.
Yeah.
That's it for Mark and Kelly's trips and tips and things for today. But we will be back on Friday. Mm-hmm. We will hopefully see you guys then. Have a wonderful week, wherever you guys you get up to. Do look after yourselves, please, and do take care. We will hopefully see you on Friday.
And I am re-editing the first one. I was so annoyed when it got messed up. And then what happened was the clips got assigned to different voices, so it wasn't corresponding with the clip. So anyway, it was wild. So I've had to start it again. I'm actually doing it on new software. So if you want to catch up with our other stuff, our old stuff, please go over to MK Vacays, where you can catch up on our holidays and what we do there. And then as soon as I can, I'm in the middle of editing our travel day at the moment, and then I will post that as soon as I can.
So I was going to say, actually, so obviously we, as Kelly said, we're not here next Friday.
This Friday, we're fine.
Yeah, this Friday we are here, though. So next Friday, I will put a video up in place. You've got something to watch, and then we'll do one on the Sunday. So you'll have 2 videos to watch.
Nice.
Lovely for the chat, though, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Do take care, and we will look forward to seeing you this Friday.
Take care.
Don't forget.
Melt my cheese.
There you go, Jensen. All right, guys, have a wonderful week. We'll see you on Friday.
Bye for now.